this is Fantasy-esque and welcome back to Niche Faerie Flowers. Before we begin, I want to say a very special welcome to my channel members. Thank you so much for your support. I appreciate it immensely. We are picking up on a bit of an exciting and tragic note because it is the final day for our Faerie King Eld, who has lived, I think, a pretty good life, leading us to a brand new island. Was it 1 or 2 islands he's led us through? So that was kind of exciting. Now, unfortunately, he was unable to find any Faerie Flowers and lived his entire life not having a compatible mate. So, in his last few days, we have had to assign 2 of our females to him in hopes that they will produce a prince, firstly, and then, secondly, healthy children. Now, Athene and Monarch are the fairies that have been chosen for this job. Now, they are having a bit of a dangerous relationship with the king here because they share one immunity with him, meaning their children has a chance of coming out sickly. They have so far produced 1 child each, both of which were princesses, but thankfully healthy nichelings. So we don't have to worry about that. They are currently expectant both with their second child. I'm hoping one of it's going to be a prince and our future king, regardless of whether or not he is sickly. But it is Eld's final day, so guys, we have to say goodbye to him because he is going to fall into a pile of bones and join his forefathers in the history of our Faerie Flower Challenge. So there we go. Okay. I'm going to stop rambling and we are going to dive into this episode. We are starting off with 203 nesting material, 216 food, and 12 nichelings. Look at all these little babies. Look at them. So cute. But we have God Griff and his older brother God Edian, who are the children of Prince Sin and Princess Rose. Then we have Sapphire, who is the sibling of Monarch. We also have, I think, Erema is a sibling of Monarch, and Athene is not. Athene is the one and only daughter of God Yevina, who I actually want to breed to Erema, so I did remember that. And then, of course, we have King Eld, who's on his last day. Okay, and then in the previous episode, we had the birth of Princess Aeris, who was a pixie, and Princess Glaya, who is a bat-winged fairy, so that's kind of exciting. But okay, let's get these nichelings moving. Now, one of the things I was super worried about was the fact that Yevina doesn't have too long before she passes away, and I might not get her to give birth at the same time as the other fairies, but I definitely want to breed her to Erema so that the 3-day pregnancy period can be met within her lifetime. Because I might forget, I might send them off in different directions, and then that would be problematic. So Erema is going to make a bit of a move on her, and look at that, she was romanced instantly. So we quickly have a look. B and E, F and I, they should have a healthy child, thank goodness. The only question would be whether or not the child has blind eyes and whether or not the child is a fairy. Fingers crossed we're going to get good things from this union. But okay, I think Yevina is very, very, very important to us because she got in some new genes in terms of immunities and whatnot. But okay, God Griff, I think I'm happy to send you this way. I'm going to try and remember to get Monarch and Athene to have their children away from the other nichelings, just in case they turn out sickly. But yes, we are going to have a very, very unsure time for a bit while we are kingless. Because once Faerie King Eld passes away, we are going to be kingless for a little bit. And oh, he's passing away over here, surrounded by his siblings, surrounded by his mates, and then he can see some of the youngsters and whatnot. Now, Sapphire is going to keep her movement up along with the others, who are very, very busy in this direction. Okay, Yevina is trying her best, but of course, she moves very, very slowly. Now this is where it's very helpful to have Edian and Sin, because these guys work well together to cover a lot of ground that the other nichelings can't. So there we go. Oh my goodness, we're going to be kingless for a little bit. Let's hope everything goes smoothly and that Athena Monarch has a little king for us. Oh, Eld, Eld, how you have left us. Ay. Okay. I'm sad that has happened. We are in a very vulnerable position right now. Very, very vulnerable. Hopefully, it doesn't last too long for us. Now, can anyone break these nests? I'm gonna get you two to break these nests. And I think we want to get you guys moving, if possible. We want to get you guys moving. So let's clear that. And let's see. Monarch can't move that far. So she's probably gonna try her best to stick close to the others. Little Griff is gonna come... Griff, come this way. We'll try and keep all the babies together where possible. Sapphire is gonna grab that bit of food. We'll get Yavina to grab those. There we go. And then Erima, let's come along here, clear that. Little Edian is gonna help out in this direction. And Sin has a whole lot of clearing to do around himself. Okay. We do have quite a few nichelings aging up so suddenly. Yavina's aged up very suddenly, in my opinion. But we've got Yavina, Sin, who else? Rose. These are the nichelings. Monarch, they're kind of heading towards the end of their life. But we also have a whole bunch of babies and youngsters. We're getting a bit of a boost from these two. And then obviously from Yavina, we're going to have that as well. But okay, let's turn the day. So nothing dramatic has happened thus far. We haven't gotten attacked without a king to give us direction or anything of the sort. Griff, let's give you your guardstone, your second guardstone. Okay, nobody's aging. Okay, Monarch and Athene are ready to settle down in a nest. So I'm gonna get Athene to just cozy up over there. I'm gonna have Monarch cozy up over here. Grab some berries. And then I think we want Rose. We want Rose to... Let's see. We want Rose to come this way. So this is when we want the nichelings to start moving away from our expectant nichelings. Because there is no guarantee that the child they will have is going to be healthy. And in the event that the child is not, we don't want to be stuck. So, okay, Griff is going to move with the princesses off to this side, and the pregnant females have been isolated. And then Erima, let's help out a little bit with exploration. Yavina, I'm actually going to wait for Yavina to have her baby. If possible, I'm going to get her to have a baby on the last day, just so we can spread out the births a little bit. Okay, let's dive here. And... let's see, let's clear out that. We'll get little Edian to help collect a berry, and then Sin can come over here. There we go, he's gonna wiggle into place. We kind of have the tribe splitting off into two groups over here. Just because of exploration. Like, one group has stayed really close to the king, and the other group to Yavina. They've kind of headed off in their own little space. But okay, I'm excited. Fingers crossed we're gonna have a boy and a king. If we don't, we're kind of screwed. And we are gonna be in search of a Faerie King instead of a Faerie Flower. So fingers crossed, guys. Let's see. Okay, we managed. Done it. I was excited for a second because I saw Prince, but he's a pixie, which means he cannot be our Faerie King. Damn. Okay. Well, we're in a bit of trouble. I don't know how else to say this. We have a little, and both of them are healthy though. Both of them are healthy. We've got a princess with F and G. We've got a prince with D and G. However, this prince is not a fairy, which means, guys, we are kingless. A kingless tribe for the first time ever. Okay, let's go ahead and give these guys their names. So we have Princess Gisson. Princess Gisson, welcome. And then we'll do Prince Floki. Is that how I spell? Yes. Prince Floki and Princess Gisson. Oh my goodness. Well, that was quite dramatic. Yeah, okay. Well, guys, so since we have no princes directly related to the king, who is a fairy, we have to now search for a flippin' Faerie King. So that means the first male nicheling that we find, which is a fairy, is gonna be the next king. Okay, well, this is very, very scary. Eld, how could you just leave us? How could you leave us kingless? Without a prince, without an heir. Okay, well, that was kind of rough. Now we have to figure out how we're gonna navigate this, and I guess we're gonna be putting all of our energy into exploration, because that is the only way we can find a flippin' Faerie King. Okay, little babies, let's get a move on. Let's jump in this direction. Okay, let's see. Sapphire, clear away that. Dive here. We'll get Rose to clear away this, that, and that. Okay, we need to aggressively start focusing on exploration because we need a king. We are kingless. How are we gonna function without a king? That is like the most important thing that these guys could ever have. So Yavina's gonna settle on a nest tomorrow. So unfortunately, she's not gonna be able to really see her baby because she's gonna die as soon as she gives birth, which is so tragic. Okay, let's turn the day. It's a huge island. Fingers crossed we're gonna find a fairy some flippin' where. But we're gonna be kingless for as long as we don't have a Faerie King. We're gonna be kingless. And it can't be any wonder, it has to be a male fairy. So, okay, Princess Aeris, let's come this way. Glaya, anyone in the mood for some hunting? You can. And then we'll get Sapphire to help you out and grab some berries. And also, we need to take care of food. We need to make sure our food is not suffering because of our explorations. Okay, let's come this way. And then Rose. And then we also have a whole bunch of nichelings like dying, getting old, passing away. Oh my goodness. Okay, Sin, let's come here. Clear away that. Okay, we need Yavina to settle into a nest. So I'm just gonna get her to build this. I'm gonna get Erema to come next to her so that he can supervise the baby when it's born and see his child. But, wow, okay, I'm gonna try and start moving things along quickly because we want to find our Faerie King. We don't want to be in this position any longer than we need to be. And oh my goodness, did we just have a Naga born? We just had an albino Naga. What the hell? What the hell? Okay, who else died? I think it was Sin. It was Sin and Yavina. And it's not blind. Oh my goodness. Okay. We got an albino flippin' Naga for the first time. That's kind of crazy. With E and F, so a female Naga. And it's got recessive phoenix, and it's not blind, which is great. But this is gonna be a god. Let's go name her. Wow, things are really getting interesting around here. So this is gonna be Elanka. Elanka. So God Elanka. Welcome. But look at her, she's a little cutie. Okay, that's interesting. Before we only had albino fairies and pixies, but I guess we're starting to have albino Nagas. It's okay. Wow. Oh, geez, gosh. Erema, let's clear away that. And, this over here. Let's see. We need to figure out how we're gonna go about this. Well, I think we're probably just gonna try sweeping across. That way? Let's see. Sapphire. Let's see if we can keep grabbing some berries and then hop over in that direction. And then okay, Princess Gisson, you can't do any of that. Athene can grab some berries, so she'll help out in that regard. Clear away this, hop over here. Let's see, Rose is gonna clear that, hop over here. We'll get Edian to help out there. And with some hunting, Griff is gonna jump over the meat. And then Glaya, I think. Glaya's gonna come this way, along with Princess Aeris. They're gonna hop in that direction. And Floki, I think, is gonna try and stick close to the adults in that direction. But okay, guys. I think we're ready to leave off. Yes, it is a bit of a dangerous situation we're in without a king and such. But hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll be able to work things out fairly quickly. But guys, with that said and done, I'm gonna leave off. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you all in the next episode. Bye bye.